Yo, how's it going? Welcome back to F1 24 and another part of our Lewis Hamilton career mode. Welcome back. We had a day's rest as the new update was coming out on Friday, but we are back now and we are taking on the Imola Grand Prix this weekend. Hopefully you guys are good and are enjoying the series so far. I think first things first, let's see what we can do. We can do 2 sessions without damaging our car. That's nice and easy. Use overtake for more than 35 seconds. That's going to definitely happen this weekend. I think the 250 gear shifts is quite easy as well. So we'll do that. And then we want to complete 1 practice program during the weekend. That's all looking good. We've got 547 resource points available to spend, so let's have a look at what we could potentially get. We could get this ignition system. I'm trying to think that'll be good, and that will come in time. When will that come in time for? Oh, just before the Canadian Grand Prix. That's good. We'll have an engine upgrade in time for the Canadian Grand Prix. I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll get that sorted out. And let's continue on. So we've got a front nose.
Mate, I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but I'm afraid to say that some of them have failed quality control. We're going to need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
So this one. Oh, we don't have enough points. Okay. That's annoying. Yeah, very annoying. Ferrari and McLaren very much have caught up, as have Aston Martin. So this could be a huge Grand Prix in terms of competitiveness, you would imagine. But yeah, let's head on to the next race weekend and see how we get on this time around Imola. Brand new handling model, so it's going to take a bit of getting used to, I would imagine. But let's see. I'll see you guys for qualifying.
Welcome along, everybody, to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us.
Okay, here we are then. Quite a generic setup this weekend. You know, that's what I've found has worked. I've given us a little bit more front wing, a little bit reduced on the rear, but everything else is looking pretty good. Lovely track. I love Imola. I've actually walked the track in real life, so real privilege to be here once again. So let's see how we get on in qualifying. Let's take you on a lap of Imola and show you how good this track is. It really is a special circuit, and you know, one that I love coming back to every year in the F1 game. There probably won't be much overtaking in the race other than on that long straight, but you know, we are excited to be giving this another whirl. So we're going to be giving it a little bit of ERS on this straight just to make sure that we get up to max speed as quick as possible and gain those tenths as we head throughout the first sector. Now we're going to be a little bit more, you know, within the limit during Q1 and Q2, but as we get into Q3 we'll really try and nail those curbs as good as we can. Now we've had 2 pole positions this season, so you know we're a contender, but just feeling a little bit of understeer in the car.
P19
throughout the first couple of sectors, so need to probably whack on a little bit more front. Apparently a purple sector 2. I almost don't believe that this will be fastest of anyone. We've got somebody off. Yellow flags. Green again, so we'll see. But that was Charlie Leclerc. And we head up to the line. It's going to be in the 16s. It's a 16.4, which is fastest so far. But yeah, Charlie Leclerc there, that was pretty intense, wasn't it? But you can see time can be gained in this first sector. Well, certainly a little bit anyway. We're going to slow right down, let that Williams car through. But he's also on a cool down lap. So yes, let's return to the garage and see where we are. We were second in practice. There you go, 10th quicker than Max Verstappen. So again, just 0.3 quicker than George. That seems to be our standard in recent races. Yeah, we'll keep that going. I think maybe it is time to notch up the difficulty a couple of clicks. But we'll see where we are lying after Q1. I assume Verstappen will go ahead of us. He didn't, actually. And there you go, end of Q1. In P1, George Russell P3, just a 10th behind. Here we come then, up to the line at the start of Q2. And it's a 16 flat. That's pretty good. Pretty good once again. Go quite fastest of anyone. We'll certainly settle for that. Now George Russell is right behind us, as is Lando Norris, so try and get out of the way of him. Try and get out of the way of George as well. We'll settle for that. I mean, it's a pretty good time. I think it should be enough to get through to Q3. Let's return to the garage now and see if indeed that is the case. George Russell about 0.5 behind us there, but we're very much quicker than Q1, but you know, we're not particularly fast anyway. It is just a couple of tenths here and there. It is going to come down to who can hook it up in Q3, but it looks like we're safely through and we can be very, very happy about that. And there you go, once again, through in Q2 in P1. It's looking like it could well be another Hamilton pole position. Give ourselves one run in Q3 to save some soft tyres for tomorrow's race. We head up to the line. Can we take pole position again? Yes, we can. It's another brilliant time, a 1:15.8. And, well, yes, definitely time to shift up the difficulty by a couple of clicks. But that was an awesome qualifying session, fastest in all three sessions. And it's Fernando Alonso on the front row with us.
Join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Absolutely brilliant, but there you go, Max Verstappen in third, Lando Norris fourth, Piastri fifth, George Russell down in ninth. He will be very, very disappointed with that. He could have been right up there fighting for pole position, but we will settle for it. Let's see how we get on in the race. We're going to knock up the difficulty 2 clicks. Can we end the drought since Saudi Arabia 2021? Let's find out.
Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clue's in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track, 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Sainz, Leclerc, Russell, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Zhou, Tsunoda, Ocon, Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, here we are then, down on the track, and another pole position for us this season. Now, we did save some soft tyres. Is it going to be worth it? Probably not. Other than perhaps getting a quick start and coming in early, putting on the hard tyres and getting that undercut. I think maybe being a little bit different today could be the key, because we have struggled in the past of knowing when to come in. I'm going to go for lap 8 and give ourselves a bit of chance to really abuse these soft tyres to get ourselves into a lead. We've got to try something different. This is our third pole position of the season. Can we finally end the drought? Let's find out. Here we go.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out.
So you can see Norris and Piastri there on the hard tyres. Gasly on the hard tyres as well as Ocon. Both Haas cars on the softs.
On the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. But the question I'm asking is which teams have got it right and which ones have got it horribly wrong?
But in these slightly cooler conditions, cloudy conditions, soft tyres are surely going to give us a bit of an advantage off the line. And then lap 8 we come in and we see how we get on from there. But this is going to be an exciting Grand Prix. Can we hold the likes of Alonso behind? Here we go then. 5 red lights. Lights out. Away we go. It's a decent start off the grid for us. We go straight into overtake mode. Max Verstappen off to a very poor start. He drops behind the 2 McLarens. It's been an awful start for Max Verstappen, but exactly the start that we wanted, and we are now ahead of Fernando Alonso. Annoyingly, we lose one of our track extensions just by going a little bit wide through that section. It is going to be really, really tough to stay within the confines of the track at this race. You feel we're going to go into hot lap mode to try and get away from Fernando Alonso early on in this race. We've moved it up to 96 difficulty now, so it is going to be a real challenge, you would say, to stay in front of Fernando. But look at this, we're already 2 seconds ahead of the McLarens. This is working out perfectly for us and Fernando. Now there might be some rain in the air as well, that could change things, but the main thing is we end the first lap in the lead, and that's what we wanted to do. And to be honest with you, out of everybody, Fernando Alonso is the one that I would want to be battling for the victory, because I think we can control Fernando Alonso. And there's only one DRS zone, which is this long straight, so we've got virtually a lap to try and pull out that second if we can. But already 3 seconds ahead of the 2 McLarens on those hard tyres. They're going to be struggling in this first stint to stay with us. And obviously Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, they're both behind that battle between the 2 McLaren cars. So it's all working out very, very well for us, you would say. But just ahead of Fernando Alonso. Oh, damn it. That is really not ideal. 2 track extensions already. So now we have to be very, very careful. We have to drive well within the limit of the car now, because we cannot afford to drop with that just outside of the white lines and pick up the 3-second penalty. Frustrating, because that was avoidable. Now then, Fernando Alonso is going to pass us, you would think.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
With the DRS, he's having a little look. Tries it round the outside. Doesn't make the move, though. And we'll settle for that. Right, we're going to charge up the ERS throughout this first sector. Well, there goes Fernando Alonso. He is through, finally. That's what we were expecting to happen with the DRS. But we are still 3 seconds ahead of the McLarens, which I think is the main thing that we need to worry about for now. Because now these soft tyres will be struggling just a little bit more. But yeah, Alonso was able to stay within a second, and that's really why he's able to get past. Because that DRS zone, very, very powerful if you're the car following and you're close enough. But you can see, you know, we've got pace because we're able to easily follow Fernando Alonso through. So DRS enabled.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Let's see, are we going to be able to get past Fernando here? Well, we had a little look. Oh, Alonso makes a mistake. He's all over the place here. Oh, he's very, very, very fortunate. But yeah, it was a big slide from Fernando. And yeah, very fortunate that he's ahead, because we weren't able to find our way through. Now, obviously, it's really important. We do not want to get any damage. That's exactly what happened in Miami. In both the sprint race and the feature race. Oh, we got yellow flags. And that looks like it's one of the McLarens. I don't know what's happened there. Is Norris out? I think Norris might be out, everybody. I don't know what's happened to him. No, I think he's just had an incident. Maybe lost his front wing or something.
Okay, so gap to the car behind.
Right, here we go.
2.9 seconds.
And now we fly past Fernando. Yeah, we took what we learned last lap and went with it. Right, we're going to keep in hot lap mode. And now try and push it. Purple first sector. We know we've got great pace around here. There goes Fernando back through.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Not that bothered. We're coming into the pits this lap. Got a good 4-second lead on third place. Here we come then. Into the pit lane we come. And that was a good first stint. Built the gap. And now we're looking to undercut Fernando Alonso. It's not the fastest pit stop in the world. 2.9.
Nice stop. No problems. Very smooth for Hamilton.
And it's a very, very long pit lane. And we've got ourselves some free air, which I think is really, really key.
Pit strategy
We are away.
See these tyres through to the end now.
Straight away. Use our DRS for a couple of microseconds, and now we are out there. Now we can't.
Clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
What we can't do is absolutely annihilate these tyres, because what we don't want is to pay for that at the end of the race. But it's hammer time, all right. Let's see if we can undercut Fernando Alonso. Well, we got yellow flags up ahead.
Caution, caution.
Not entirely sure what's gone on. Looks like there's maybe been some contact.
Okay, clear.
For Yuki Tsunoda, or spin. I didn't see any debris. Well, Fernando Alonso's in the pits a bit earlier than what we were expecting him to.
Smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target.
Now we're coming through,
Gap to the car in front.
and we have
3.0
undercut
seconds.
Fernando beautifully. That has worked out so much better than we could have ever anticipated. We've gained 4 seconds on Fernando Alonso. That is perfect. Now Max Verstappen has come out just behind Fernando. He could be back in the game. But the key thing is that we are ahead of Fernando Alonso and got a good gap. So that is back into net first. Now, the McLarens, they're going to stay out a little bit longer because they're on the hard tyres. So they're the ones to keep an eye on here. We don't want to take it for granted. But Piastri's the one to keep an eye on because, of course, Norris made a mistake. He's not really in the running anymore. George Russell's in the pit lane. So let's stay on board for now and see what happens. You can see that track temperature has increased beautifully as well. That's going to bring these hard tyres into a good performance window. But here we come then. And you can see massive undercut on all of those guys.
Reminder that you can play around with the RS modes.
But yeah, gaining time on Fernando. He's going to have his hands full with Max Verstappen.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
That is not what we needed. We just let the car run out a little bit there. And that's now a 3-second penalty, which at the moment wouldn't make a difference. But it certainly could by the end of this race. That is very, very frustrating.
Overtaking through the yellow
Now
flags.
Lando Norris is out. He's had an engine failure.
Green flag.
I don't think... Oh, it is safety car.
Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Red flag, okay. Well, well, well.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up.
That could not have worked out worse for us. It really couldn't have.
All right. Get a nice advantage here. Let's have a think about how we handle the rest of this race.
Right, so we are going to have to think about putting on some soft tyres, I reckon, here. Now, what lap are we on? It said lap 13, so we've got 9 laps to go here. Yeah, I'm thinking medium tyres are probably going to be the best from here. We've got a brand new set that nobody else will have. But are they? Well, they won't have a brand new set of soft tyres, so it could still work out for us. But this is very interesting. Okay, so I'm assuming we're starting on the medium tyres. Yeah. Let's go. Here we go.
Okay. On track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go.
What? Why am I third? Because they hadn't pitted yet. Okay, lights out. Away we go once again. And Ocon makes a great start. He's just passed us. Right, of course, that that changes everything now. But we've still got our 3-second penalty to worry about. Max Verstappen is the one that we have to be really worried about. Piastri will be delighted though.
Gasly's taken the lead.
Because he started on hard tyres, as did the 2 Alpines, and that's why we're in this position now where we are very much not the leader. Right, okay. That has virtually changed everything here. Now the likes of Max Verstappen, he's on medium tyres. Surely they're not new medium tyres though. I have no idea. I've just got no clue how the rest of this race is going to pan out. But what I do know is that we're going to struggle to win this race. I suppose
DRS is now enabled.
The best thing to happen is the fact that it's the Alpines that have taken the lead from Oscar Piastri. Yeah, we don't need another 3-second penalty though. Max Verstappen having a little look. He's sensing his opportunity as well.
Okay, Lewis, Piastri's ahead of you. We can't let them hold us up for too long.
Right, we've gone down the inside. It was risky.
Crack on. Push, push. Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work.
Held on, Irv, and we're still on the inside here. And we're through. That was huge. That's what we needed to do. And we can be 3 seconds quicker than Gasly and Ocon. So, those are the guys that we have to pass for the lead and hopefully the win. Need to be just a little bit careful though. We have exerted ourselves in these first couple of laps. DRS is open. And there goes Ocon. He's having a look at Gasly. This could get ugly. It's not going to though. Right. Again, going to just charge our ERS through these corners. Now, we need to keep Piastri behind us because we don't want Max Verstappen getting involved. Yeah, we're just charging up. But yeah, just completely blindsided me of the fact that Gasly, Ocon and Piastri would be ahead of us. Of course that's the case. I'll tell you what, Ocon got off to a great start, didn't he? He started 4th. So DRS open here. This could be our moment. This could be our moment. We're 3 wide here going into turn 1. This is going to be very close. But we're back into the lead, and that's exactly what we needed to do. And now we've got ERS to burn. Let's go for this. We need to push on and stay ahead of the 2 Alpines. Little mistake there. It's just the pressure of the situation. I would imagine that we should be quick enough to push on through this middle sector where they're not able to. Little push of ERS and you can see nearly 0.8 quicker. And that's actually a purple middle sector. And boy, did we get it when we needed it. Now Piastri is past Pierre Gasly.
Tyre condition still looking good.
But they've slowed right down. Now that could be an issue, because Verstappen is through as well now. Yeah, a little bit of ERS, and there you go, fastest lap of the race. 1.2 seconds ahead of Esteban Ocon. And we got to somehow find 3 seconds. Otherwise, it could be an Alpine that wins this race. But at the moment, Piastri is also going to finish ahead of us. But we've got 4 laps to go here. I think we've just got to keep it clean. Charge up where we can. And I think we'll be okay, but this has put a lot of unnecessary pressure on us here. But I am going to be so intrigued to see what the final running order of this race is going to be. We've got a green flag. What's happened? There's been another incident, I think, and I think it's one of the Ferraris. I mean, this has been unbelievable, but Piastri does get past Ocon. So I think it's going to be an Oscar Piastri victory. I don't think we can make a second on Oscar Piastri in the next 3 laps. So the drought is going to continue, folks. Oh, how annoying. Unless Ocon can somehow stay within a second and make his way back past on the straight and keep them battling. I don't think we can do this, but we will try. Okay, that's our last warning now of the race. We went for it a bit there to try and gain some time. It was almost a deliberate corner cut, that one. And here we go. Hot lap mode on. Well, we are gaining time. And I think Ocon is going to gain time on Piastri. The problem for Ocon is that his engine is a Renault.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Oh, Verstappen's through all of a sudden. Where did that come from? Right, 3.5 seconds now. 3.7 seconds. What has happened at turn 1? Well, whatever's happened, it's given us a 3.8 second lead. So now we've got to push our heart out and try and stay within this time gap. I'm desperately trying to charge the ERS where I can, because the straights are going to be where we lose our time. Oh, well, we nearly went outside of the track there. That could have been another 3-second penalty. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. We've still currently got Ocon up in the top 4. Max Verstappen now 3.5 seconds behind. But I think Piastri is going to have something to say about that. Final lap of the race. I think Piastri is going to battle Max Verstappen. And that is going to give us a possible chance to extend our lead throughout this first sector. Three and a half seconds is the gap. Right. At the moment, it's going to be us, but we cannot make any mistake. We cannot go out of the lines once. It's going to go down to the wire, isn't it? Charging our ERS so we can give it a press of overtake out of the final corner. Oh my god. It's 3 seconds exactly now. It's all going to come down to this final couple of corners. We fly around the final corner. We put ERS on. And we head up to the line. Lewis Hamilton is going to end the drought. He wins here in Imola.
His already record-breaking winning record. It's Lewis Hamilton to the line for victory.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Come on! Yes!
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
Oh, well, that is a good feeling. That's very, very good feeling. Lewis Hamilton on the top step. Once again, we were the man of the weekend, but we made it hard for ourselves with that
3-second
penalty. But oh my word, the red flag coming at that time. Oh, that almost scuppered us. But what drama here in Imola. Race of the season so far, and we come out on top
what an end to another
by half a second.
Weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And you can see how hard we were pushing. We get fastest lap by 9/10 of a second. Oscar Piastri is the man that finishes second, ahead of Max Verstappen in third. Ocon finishes fourth, ahead of Albon in fifth. Perez sixth, then Gasly in seventh. Alonso, who would have had a great chance for victory, finishes eighth. Russell finishes ninth, and Kevin Magnussen gets into the points for Haas. It was an absolute disaster for Ferrari, who finish 18th and 19th in the end. Lando Norris, of course, retiring as well. So that gives us a big opportunity in the championship. We move up to second place, 7 points ahead of Charles Leclerc, but still 60 behind Max Verstappen. I don't think we're in any sort of championship battle this year, if I'm being completely honest. But that was a great race. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Red Bull massively ahead in the constructors at the moment. Leclerc and Sainz doing well for Mercedes. George Russell dropping off a little bit now, 38 points behind us. But yeah, it was a great start. I want to see Max Verstappen's start, because he... Oh, hang on. He was very, very slow off the line. And there you go, it just bogs down again for Max Verstappen. It's not the first time this season that has happened, but he dropped to 6th place here. And you can see Perez even having a little think about going past his teammate. Oh, there was a bit of contact. What happened here? There was a bit of contact. Now, is that on the Ferrari? I'm not sure. I have no idea. What's that? How can we do this? No. Yeah, there we go. This is the camera angle we want. So, yeah, just a little bit of bodywork damage, and that's maybe why the Ferrari was so slow. Of Carlos Sainz. But yeah, who knows what happened later on in the race. But that was pretty awesome. Really enjoyed that. Let's continue on and see what we've all done in terms of the championship there. The experience goes down a little bit, but racecraft up, awareness down a little bit, pace up massively, focus up massively, and our rating goes halfway through the 90 rating. 52%, 48% in terms of our recognition. We've gone up now to level 1 manufacturing. Power unit is upped its game, strategy is upped its game, material fabrication up as well, which is exactly what we want to see. But let's see what happens at the end of this episode. We are nearly a third of the way through this first season. But, wow, getting that victory there. 104th victory for Lewis Hamilton. That is massive. And I think we can be really, really pleased with that one. And we're nearly there in terms of beating our rival. There's not going to be much R&D between the races. Of course, we are straight away into the Monaco Grand Prix weekend. And we will be with that tomorrow. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you have, then give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. And goodbye.